Hello everyone and welcome back to a new video, and today I'm doing my first ever podcast. We're talking about football. It's a very, a lot has happened in the last few months, so I don't have a script at all, but I'm just gonna go with the flow. So let's get straight into it. Okay guys, so first topic, we're gonna be talking about the Super League. So can I have Vlix, do you want to talk about your opinion on this football thing?
Alright. To be honest, I hate the Super League. There's been so many, years of good football, their own leagues. Now people from other leagues are combining to make this, one Super League, which is, messed up. The thing is, I think most of the teams are going to leave. There's only Barcelona, Juventus, and Real Madrid left, I think. It's not really that fun anymore, and, This is one of the reasons why I don't like football these days.
I mean, I saw an interview with Florentino Perez, the Real Madrid president, saying that these plans aren't over, which is a bit worrying because we need to do something about it to stop these 12 teams from doing something again, because I think it's ridiculous. Okay.
Is the Super League ending or something?
Well, it should be. I think there's only three teams left in it now.
It's already Barcelona, Juventus, and Real Madrid left.
Yeah, but I'm sure they'll leave sometime. I mean, because they can't just have a league with 3 teams. I mean, you might just call it the El Clasico League, because there's Man United, Real Madrid, and Barcelona in it.
There's also Juventus as well.
Yeah, but
that was Ronaldo. Real Madrid's pretty much greatest of all time.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. How do I mute you? Move to your audience, okay. Shovel, do you want to talk about this? Because I don't know if you follow football.
Okay, so, I don't really like the idea of it because, the Premier League, I don't really watch it, but, the matches I do watch, part of them, they're good. I don't think it's a good idea because you're just gonna have, all the teams in there are gonna be, near, similar skill levels, but it's not gonna be the same. The Premier League has been in England for lots of years, so it'll be a shame to ruin the tradition.
And also, let's say you're saying Man United, they're playing at home. They should be playing at Old Trafford, not somewhere in Dubai or something. So I think that's just ruining football.
They're not going to be playing in Dubai.
Pardon?
They're going to be playing in Europe.
Yeah, but it's the Super League. If you think about the American Super League, I think they play all over the country. So, yeah, it's just shameful, really. Thanks for that. Blows, do you want to talk about this? Blows, if you'd like to unmute.
Oh yeah, sorry, I wasn't. Yeah. So I hate the idea of the Super League. There's no point, and it shouldn't happening. Why merge every single team together? We already have the Champions League. You don't need another league on top of that. It's just going to be too much.
Mm.
Then, there's no point in them even doing it anymore. There's barely any teams left.
Yeah.
It's probably not going to happen, but
No. Hopefully.
I don't know why it wouldn't happen.
Hopefully it doesn't happen because the Big 12, well, not big, Bayern Munich and PSG are on it, but also if you think about English football, the likes of Nottingham Forest, Aston Villa, why aren't they in the Super League? Because they've got a much better history than the likes of Chelsea and Man City. Chelsea and Man City, they're just a big team because of their owners. So yeah, it's ridiculous. Anyways, thanks for that, Blows. Who's next? Rise, Focus. Do you want to talk about the Super League?
So I don't like the idea at all. I'm going to be absolutely honest. Like, I think before, I might be wrong, but was it like removing the champion?
Yeah, so I think it was something like the Super League players can't play in, like, you know, the Euros, the World Cups, the FA Cup, stuff like that.
Yeah, so like Champions League is like one of the hardest cups to win. And like just getting rid of that is not good at all in my opinion.
No.
So, like, I'm happy that it's like kind of going down.
Yeah, there's only 3 teams in it now, so...
It's gonna leave soon.
Yeah, surely it's gonna... Although, you don't know, with that 75-year-old Donny... So, I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. Talking about the Champions League, we're going to be talking about the new Champions League format. I don't know if any of you have heard of it, but then there's this new Champions League format in 2024 when it's basically going to be Super League 2.0, you know. It's going to be a proper league. It's not going to be like you know, they've got the group stages, and then so there's like 4 teams in each group. No, it's just going to be one whole league. And the controversial thing is that like, let's say Tottenham don't finish in the top 4, they would still get into the Champions League because they've simply just had a good history in the last 5 years or so. Blows, what do you think of this?
Yeah, so again, it's not a good idea. I mean, it wouldn't be the worst idea to maybe see in the future how football will be, and maybe we can rethink that. But now it's just, I mean, the new format for the Champions League might be an exciting thought, but not now. I think we should just keep football how it is, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, football is perfectly fine as it is. Like, we don't need to change it.
Yeah.
Like, the Champions League is...
Right now. There might be one like coming up in a few years, but not now. They shouldn't really mess with anything.
Yeah, I mean, the Champions League has been around for, what, 20, 30? No, what am I talking about? Since, like, 1950 something, and it's just no reason to change it. It's just all about the money, really.
Yeah.
Because adding another 4 teams into the Champions League as well to make that league, you know, being a bit biased towards the teams who have had a good history and not like the smaller teams like West Ham and Leicester who are trying to get into the Champions League for one of their first times in their history. So I think that's incredibly unfair, and I think it's just utter ridiculous. I mean,
Yeah, they should be open to anything, like every year, and like even like now is when football's rapidly changing. Like all of the teams that you may think are lower are just a bit.
Yeah. Let's have a look. Vlix, what do you think of this?
Right, so this Champions League is like, it's not as bad as the Super League, but then like I still don't really like it. Like I really like the old Champions League and like how it was, and I thought that was how it's gonna be forever. But then like football's just like really changing now, so like I'm liking it less and less. Like as you said, everyone's pretty much in it for the money. Everyone's a goal digger nowadays. Like football's not what it was before.
No, you think about it in 1960s, 1970s, 1980s, 1990s,
The years of Maradona.
yeah, them lot, they were just playing football because they enjoyed it. But look at nowadays, there's multiple players that I could list, I believe.
2020 was pretty much a bad year, and I thought we're gonna have a fresh start, but then this football mess comes up.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I wouldn't go on.
What was your favourite year of football? When it was actually good?
It's probably around 1990s, and that's 30 odd years ago now. See, it's just
What? So it was before you were born?
yeah, way before I was born. Think back to 1986 World Cup. I think was it 86? Yeah, I think it was.
What about if you were to what you witnessed after you were born and you saw?
Oh, it's probably. I honestly don't know. Probably around 2016, because there wasn't any real controversy. So.
It was the 2014 Brazil World Cup and 2015. Those were favorite years of football. I was just obsessed with it. Then 2016 it started getting a bit worse for me, but then it was still really good.
Yeah, because then there's still the underdog story of Leicester. So yeah, I know, because you think back to Maradona days, it was just incredible how he could single-handedly win the World Cup. It's just amazing now. It's you think Argentina, you got Messi, one of the best players in the world, if not the best. He can't really carry Argentina anymore, and it's partly because
I think he's retiring from the country.
Yeah, I know.
Better Messi or Ronaldo?
Messi.
Yeah, same. Messi all the way.
Okay. Shovel, what do you think of this new Champions League format?
Well, I think that it's basically my opinion, on the Super League. It's just ruining tradition, and it's not nice because it's been like that for, as you said, 70 years from 1950 about. So it would just be ruining a long-lived tradition, basically.
Yeah, I think that's right, because it originated back in 1950 or something, and then it was at its peak around 80s when Liverpool were around. Now 2020, it's just so, I don't want to say it's boring, because it's definitely not boring. There's still big teams facing each other, but I feel like the teams are just in it for the money for the most part. It's nice to win a trophy, but then they're just in it for the money, because you get a ton of money for winning the Champions League, one of the most prestigious trophies in the world. And then just making it a league, I don't know. I think UEFA tried to do this behind our backs as well, because everyone was talking about the Super League and nobody was thinking about the Champions League.
True.
So
And also, as you said, it is also ruining the chances of smaller teams trying to get into the league. Because, loads of teams, Sheffield, I think last season or 2 years ago, I don't know, they did really good in that season. They were beating a lot of the big teams, so they could have gotten in, but now they've pretty much got no chance.
yeah, because if you think about it, Leicester, they just about made it. They got Europa League last season, but now they're pushing for Champions League this season. Although, because they don't have a good history with the Champions League, they could just be kicked out. And Arsenal or Tottenham, who have been in it consistently for the last 5 years or so, could get in just because. Both teams haven't even won it, so I don't know what they're on about, but Yeah, it's weird. Anyways, so next topic, Mourinho. He was sacked recently. I think he'll be ashamed that he didn't get all the attention because, Sleepy was covering all of that up. So yeah, it's an interesting topic because we can talk about the timing of Mourinho sacking, why he was sacked, and who could replace him. So, first one to try and answer those three questions, Vlix.
Alright, so, I don't know if this is true, but then I heard that Mourinho got sacked and is, like, coming back just for, like, money and stuff. I don't know if that's just a rumour or...
For the money, did you say?
So, like, they just sacked him for the money and now they're already bringing him back. I'm not sure if that's true, but, like, it's just something I heard. It's cool.
I don't know if that'll happen, but what I'm surprised about is the timing. It's 1 week before a big cup final, and you sack the manager who's won so many trophies in his time. Like, why? Maybe new manager bounce, but then we went and lost 1-0. So
he has been sacked quite a lot of times. And I don't think he was like doing too well. Tottenham's not doing too well in the Premier League now, are they?
Yeah, we're like 8th or something. But then it's the timing that surprised me. Like, I don't know. It's just weird. Like who do you think will replace him? Will it be Maurizio Sarri? Will it keep it as that Ryan Mason guy?
Yes, yeah. Like, even though the timing is bad, like they probably should have kept him like before like until like a couple of weeks and then sent him. Like all of the managers, if they start doing like really bad, then they're obviously gonna get sacked. And Mourinho has been sacked for quite a lot of time. Personally, because like most players don't really like him too much, and like, but then like since like Tottenham, they're probably not gonna make the Champions League this year. Like, I don't think the board would like that, so that's probably why he was sacked.
Yeah, maybe try and get that new manager bounce. Although now that we've lost the cup final, like when Tottenham lost the Champions League final, the next season we were appalling. I think that really affected us because such a big competition. Pardon?
Yeah, you support Tottenham, don't you?
I do, and I think I saw that effect on the pitch because back in 2019 when we lost the Champions League final, the following season it's just like people weren't really putting that much effort in. Kane wasn't on it, like the defence was appalling. I think that's been the new Tottenham really, because it's just been the same since. So yeah.
Yeah, and also, it's like even though Tottenham hasn't been doing too well in the Premier League, they are doing better than like my team.
Oh yeah.
Even though like we beat you, like you're still doing better than us in the league.
I mean, I think that's because our incredible form at the beginning of the season. Because think back to November, we were top of the league, and now we're 8th or something. So I think that really.
It's really gone downhill from there.
Yeah, it really has.
Like most people who like start at the top, they go like down and down. It's like, say for like I used to be like a really good player, but then I just started getting worse. Whereas like some of my friends, they used to be like really bad, and now they're getting better and better until they're like really good.
And also, I think Daniel Levy, he should have stuck with Jose Mourinho for a little bit longer because. You think back to at the beginning of the season when Man City weren't doing too well, they still kept Pep, and now look at them, they're flying high. So I think that was the wrong timing.
Really good manager though, even though every team has their like bad days and like bad years.
Yeah.
Pep's like a really good manager, and like he proved it at Barcelona. He's one of the best managers there. And now he came to City, and City's been doing super well.
Yeah. Thank you for that, Vlix. Blows, what do you think on this new decision?
Okay, so what's weird about it is that Tottenham are sacking managers when they're not really giving a
should give the managers a chance, like you know,
They need to settle in. Like, it's not like Tottenham can expect a new manager to come in straight away be good. Like, it's not how it works.
yeah, I think
Tottenham.
I think Tottenham just need to stick with the manager and stick with them for a good, 3 years or so, and then see how they are then, because it's a big difference.
Like, it's hard for the players, but it's hard for the manager. Like, it's not easy to play with new players and know their weaknesses and strengths.
Like, it took Mourinho a good month or so to properly settle in, know everyone, the staff, know his way around the stadium, the players, obviously, how the players play. Then he only got, I think, 18 months in total, and then he only got a real whole year to spend with them, properly. But then still wouldn't know everything about him. Unlike Poch, who was there for a good 5 years.
Yeah, and then now COVID, it might have affected every single team that there is.
Yeah. Oh, whoops. So, are you still talking? Or, oh. Sorry, did I just cut you off?
Yeah, that's basically, I did talk about it.
Oh.
They just have to take a risk sometimes. But yeah.
Yeah, okay, Shovel, what do you think on this Mourinho sacking? And who do you think could, replace him? Because I'm generally intrigued, because, there could be Maurizio Sarri, Brendan Rodgers, them lot. What do you think?
Well, so, firstly, I think Mourinho should never have gone. I mean, not Mourinho, Pochettino. I'm confused. Mourinho, he's a good manager. He's just very strict. I don't think he should have gone either. Pochettino and Mourinho are, top-tier managers. I don't know why they sacked. Personally, I want Pochettino back because, as Lo said, he was the one who got Tottenham to the Champions League, and I think also when you were talking with Flicks, I think after they lost to Liverpool in the Champions League final, I think they just got motivated in a bad way.
Yeah.
Not really motivated, but just they were they let the loss stay in their minds, and I think that's what makes them not like they were before.
Yeah, so I think Pochettino, I hate to burst your bubble, but I don't think he's coming back because he's at PSG now, he's flying high, he's in the Champions League semi-final, and the thing with Poch, he played really nice attacking football, and whenever we would get the ball down the left wing, we would either get a cross in or pass it inside, and then we'll get play from there. But then now we get the ball on the wing, and then we just pass back to the defenders. That's how it is at the moment, and I don't like that. So yeah, I don't know. Who do you think will replace Poch? Because I don't know. There's multiple different people. I personally want Eddie Howe from Bournemouth, although he got sacked, so that's good for.
I don't actually know any of these people, so I don't actually know which one I want, but I hope we get a good one because we sacked two amazing world-class managers in a row, and I don't think we can live with another loss like that.
Yeah, we got two What am I talking about? All I want is an attacking manager who'll play attacking football, because I need that in my life. Like, Mourinho's just bored the life out of me. So
We
yeah.
also do need defence, because
Oh yeah.
it's not all about attack.
Yeah.
You need a well-balanced team, but attacking, I think Tottenham do well. And
Yeah.
they can, if they really want to, they will score on the chances they get.
Yeah, I mean, we got Harry Kane, although he might be leaving, so I don't know. Blows, what do you think on this? Who do you think will who do you think will be the next boss, basically?
Wait, I got your shovel.
You.
So I think, there's quite a few options. Eddie Howe, of course. Do you know the story of he saved war?
Yeah, they're in League One now then.
So yeah, I think he can bring some life back into Tottenham. Maybe not bring them back to how they were with Pochettino, but he'll bring them back to how, or some of what they're capable of. Because when they play their best, they can beat him.
Yeah, I think it's Chris Wilder, the Sheffield United manager who recently got sacked. He basically done the same thing, but just with Sheffield United. Like, he brought them up from League One to the Premier League, had an incredible season. Nearly got into Europa League. They're a bit unlucky that they didn't get into, and Tottenham just about sneaked in. But
And what I don't like about football, if you have to be good from the start, when you get a new manager, they have to be good the whole time of their life. It's getting more and more demanding every year, and it's just getting harder and harder to, get to those high leagues.
yeah.
So, they have to do whatever they want. More teams are going bankrupt, so, yeah.
You think back to the story of Bury and Bolton in 2019. Bury went extinct just because they didn't have the money to pay their players, and it's near the same with Bolton. Although they just escaped and they managed to find the money. So yeah. Rise. Focus. What do you think on this Mourinho sacking, and who do you think will replace him?
So I don't really know many managers that will fit in Tottenham. I don't really know many managers. But to be honest, I didn't like Mourinho in the first place.
No.
I don't think he was a good manager.
Yeah,
Tottenham.
I think it was the wrong choice. Although I think the Tottenham fan demands are a lot higher because of Poch. Because, he brought us from Europa League to Champions League, up in the big boy time. But then back in 2008, I think, it was the first time we ever got into the Champions League, and we were ecstatic, absolutely ecstatic. But now, nowadays, in 2017, well, not nowadays, but a couple of years ago, it was okay, we made it to the Champions League. Let's just try and get to the semi-finals. It's just so cash.
Really hard. So it should be really exciting for lower clubs lower clubs in the Premier League League or I can't.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they're saying Maurizio Sarri to become the next Tottenham boss. Not a good sign.
No.
I don't know. Blows. Do you want to talk again about this Mourinho sacking? didn't do very well.
Yeah, I think he pushed too hard and kind of just wrecked most of the things. So, like, also, like, you can tell from the managers it's getting harder, and I feel like everyone gets fed up that, like, not many managers are doing well, but it's hard for them, like it is for the players, so,
Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, thank you guys for coming. We're gonna end the podcast here. Hopefully, the audience enjoyed this podcast. Bit of a different video. But yeah, I'll leave all the links in the description. Go subscribe to them, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.